Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to an exciting cricket happening show today. And I'm going to take you down to the excitement right away on this cricket show, where I'm talking about the 39th match which was played today between Kings XI Punjab and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. And the match went to the height of excitement here at the Bangalore at the Punjab Cricket Association Stadium in Chandigarh, and I'm going to take you there first, give you the excitement, then talk about it like on a summarized manner. So we are picking up play here. The match, I would just like to tell you that Kings XI Punjab lost the match by just one run. So you could just imagine. Just telling you the scores there. It was Royal Challengers Bangalore making 175 for 6, and Kings XI Punjab just failed one run short. But what a match that was! As I said, the height of the excitement was totally evident here. So I'm picking up play while I'm talking to you. I'm picking up the play from the 19th over here at the Punjab Cricket Association Stadium, and I'm going to shout it out to you. So the situation was like this. Kings XI Punjab were 152 for 4. They required another 24 runs from the balanced 12 balls. Let's see what happens. Watson was the man who was bowling. This was the 19th over. And the person who had strike was Marcus Stoinis on 15. And it was Bahardeen on 6. It all started with the first delivery bowled by Shane Watson. Was the best bowler today. In fact, he was the one who picked up the man of the match award for his splendid bowling. The first ball that he bowled to Bahardeen, there was no run. Actually, Bahardeen was beaten outside the off stump as he wanted to actually lift the ball. He tried to play inside out stroke and he couldn't connect. The next delivery that Bahardeen got, he was a bouncer. It was coming on to him and also cramping him from room. So it was very well directed bouncer from Shane Watson, and Bahardeen hooked it, but not in a very hooked it in a very meek manner. But he was lucky that it didn't carry to the short leg fielder, to the square leg fielder there. After that, it was Marcus Stoinis on strike, so that was a good thing for them. And Stoinis, well, he carries the delivery. In fact, he just I would say slammed the delivery, which was a very bad ball from Watson, I would say, because it was wide of the off stump, and Stoinis slashed it away through the point region, the backward point region, for a splendid boundary. So now it was 6 runs were taken. So definitely the match was under absolute control. The fourth delivery that Watson bowled to Stoinis, it was a very well directed slower bouncer which Watson perfected, and in fact Stoinis wanted to actually ramp it over the wicketkeeper's head, but failed to connect. And the fifth ball which Watson bowled to Stoinis, it was a length ball on the off stump, and Stoinis actually putting it down to long on for a single. And then in the final delivery that Watson bowled, it was a beautiful Yorker, absolutely on target on the middle stump, and Bahardeen actually clearing his front leg, he managed to drive it to the long off region. But what an over from Watson! 24 runs required of 2 overs, and Watson bowls a good over under the circumstances, giving away just 7 runs in the penultimate over. And this was the one which really turned this match into Royal Challengers Bangalore favour, because had Watson leaked a lot of runs, there would have been a different story to tell for sure. But Shane Watson also finished his spell with a splendid bowling analysis of 4 overs, no more than 22 runs and 2 wickets. And at the end of over 19, with only 7 runs taken of the penultimate over, Kings XI Punjab sat at 159 for 4, and they required 17 runs of the last 6 deliveries that were to be bowled. Now, Bahardeen was on strike. Chris Jordan was given the responsibility of doing so, and let's see what happened. So Chris Jordan, the first ball, not a good delivery, but I thought Bahardeen couldn't take much advantage of it. It was a full toss on the pads but all that Behardin could do was whip it down to the deep square leg, and basically it was stopped by Chahal, and there was just one run. So Stoinis got on to strike, which was the good thing once again. And now Jordan was bowling the second delivery of the final over to Stoinis. This was a ball with a full-length delivery on the leg stump, and Stoinis actually helps himself to a boundary. In fact, beautifully maneuvered that ball to the left of the extra cover region, and also there was a lot of power and risky work in that as he sent the ball speeding across the turf for a four. So that really, as you know, the equation at that stage was 17 runs to go to the final, so 5 runs were already taken. And look at what he did to the third delivery. A length ball, and Stoinis with immense power dispatched the ball over the long off boundary for a beautiful 6. And now Kingsland Punjab were getting closer. 6 runs to win of the last 3 balls, and there were some changes being made by the skipper Virat Kohli. He brought the square leg into the circle. He pushed the third man in the circle, and Stoinis was on strike. So now 6 runs from 3 balls, and now the pressure was right on Jordan. And let's see what Jordan did here. So the fourth delivery that Chris Jordan bowled was a slower delivery, and finally Jordan got some control as he added to the pressure by actually bowling the slower delivery. And Stoinis actually wanted to actually scoop it over his shoulder, but again he missed it and was taken by the keeper. And the fifth delivery, now the equation was 6 runs of 2 balls. So from 6 of 3 it became 6 of 2, and Stoinis was on strike. Now Jordan bowled the penultimate delivery of this particular match. It was a full toss on the off stump, but all that Stoinis could do was to hit it to the sweeper cover and hair across for the second run, which was good running, I thought. So now it was just a stroke away from victory. So now from 6 runs, now it was just a stroke, 4 runs to win. And let's see what happened in the final ball. Everything was tense. I mean, Stoinis could have hit a boundary, Jordan could have taken a wicket, but let's see what happened. The final delivery that Chris Jordan sent to Stoinis, again it was a full toss on the off stump, and it was a mighty pull by Stoinis with all his power. But again, as I said, it was, the power was not such that it could dispatch it to the boundary. All that Stoinis could do was to take 2 runs, and Royal Challengers were the victors there, but only just, I would say. What a match we had. We went to the peak of the excitement here at the Punjab Cricket Association Stadium here in Mohali, where Royal Challengers Bangalore now, at least after really struggling, I thought now they have at least have a chance of now qualifying for the business stage of the tournament. And what a victory that was. I mean, Kingsland Punjab would have thought that Stoinis definitely played a good hand, but Shane Watson, what a spell of bowling from Shane Watson. So this was what I just wanted to enact to you. And now let's get on to that match and see what happened. Now the toss was actually won by the Kingsland Punjab, and Kingsland Punjab rightly put the Royal Challengers to bat first. Royal Challengers batting, if you look at the card there, Virat Kohli today was not, and for some odd reason, one was really surprised to see that Glenn Maxwell was not playing this match, and that was a big blow. One does not know whether it was due to injury or whether he was, one does not know what the scene, but there was no Glenn Maxwell in the team. Now that was a big blow for them. Royal Challengers Bangalore, Kohli was looking very unconvinced. I mean, he normally is a very confident player, but today his strokes were not really getting that value. I mean, he was striking the ball, but probably, there was not sort of an when you saw that the supreme confidence with which Kohli plays. Now that was really missing today. But he contributed 20 of 21 balls with 2 fours, becoming a victim of Kariyappa. But KL Rahul played an attractive innings. Now, he has been someone who has impressed, no doubt about it, with his batting. Every time he goes there, he does the scoring. And this was one very, very attractive knock from him, where he beautifully played strokes through the offside. He also hit 3 consecutive boundaries on one particular over from Stoinis, and KL Rahul was looking perfectly good there. And his contribution was 42 of 25 deliveries with 6 fours and 1 6. But the innings that was really to be talked about was A.B. de Villiers, who tongued the ball to all parts of the field. And he was really lit. I mean, one knows that A.B. de Villiers, what damage he can do to the opposition. He was literally toying with the bowling, and he was getting the strokes out in some great fashion. I mean, he was playing everything, his drives, pulls, scoops, you name it. And what was very important as far as A.B. de Villiers' innings was concerned was he knew that Sandeep Sharma, Mohit Sharma will all bowl like low full tosses, and he was absolutely equal for the challenge. He was absolutely equal in the sense he had the skill to actually maneuver that ball into the gaps and into the boundary. And with what finesse he actually executed the task was a sight to watch. And his contribution was 64 of just 35 deliveries, 5 fours and 2 sixes. Watson was dismissed cheaply for 1. Sachin Baby towards the end contributed an unbeaten innings of run out for 33 of 29 balls with 1 4. Travis Head made 11 of 7 balls with 1 4. And Royal Challengers Bangalore finished on 175 for 6 of the 20 overs. The bowling, Sandeep Sharma today really not able to really get that swing going today. And one man who really demoralized Sandeep Sharma was A.B. de Villiers with his brand of batting. 4 overs no made and 2 for 49. He could not hit the target because A.B. de Villiers was, as I said, he was very equal to the task. He was reading the bowler's mind, and he was playing strokes in such a manner where he used to be standing deep and lying low, and actually he knows the low full tosses are coming. So that's the reason I was telling. He played with great finesse and executed it superbly. Amrit Singh 3 overs none for 15. Mohit Sharma 3 overs none for 33. Stoinis went for 35 overs 3. Akshar Patel 4 overs 1 for 27. Karyappa, the leg spinner, 3 overs no made and 2 for 16, who picked up the 2 wickets. Now, as far as the Kings and Punjab are concerned, the start was it was a good start, I would say, because today we saw Hashim Amla and the captain Murli Vijay combine and add 45 runs for the first wicket. Hashim Amla had his troubles once again with the running between the wickets, but it was Vijay who was playing beautifully. He was actually hitting shots through the offside, which he is very capable of, and he was also flicking through the leg side very well. So he was looking, he was looking in supreme touch at the time. But then Watson nipped up the wicket of Hashim Amla after Hashim Amla made 21 of 20 balls with 2 fours. Ridhiman Shah was run out for 16 by KL Rahul, the part-time wicketkeeper, but this time he was equal to the chance. The other day we know that Rahul muffed a very big stumping chance when Andre Russell was all down the wicket, but today it was not to be. There was another hitter, David Miller, who tried to do this to Yuzvendra Chahal, but this time Rahul was very quick. He whipped off the stump, the bails in a flash, and that was good to see some improvement coming in Rahul's keeping there. And he was gone for naught, and then finally, as I said, it was Stoinis in the middle, and Vijay departed, as you know, in the 18th over. And that really, in the 17th over, Vijay departed, and then it was left to Stoinis. But all that, I've already narrated the tale to you as to what Stoinis did. Well, he did try to get his team to that, but unfortunately that was not to be. But Vijay contributed a very well-made 89, 57 balls, 12 fours and 1 6. One would have probably thought if Vijay would have stayed the distance, gone the distance, probably Kings and Punjab could have won, because he was the one who was very well entrenched at the crease. But Marcus Stoinis had to be content, unbeaten on 34. He tried his best, but he could only bring his team close to just 1 run. But it was a 1-run victory for the Kings and Punjab. Bahardin was not out on 9. And the bowling figures, Stuart Binney 2 overs none for 16. Yuzvendra Chahal bowled very well, 4 overs none for 30. Jordan towards the death, I thought, even though he was spanked for a 6 under 4, really came back very well to bowl those three deliveries where there was only 4 runs to be taken. But I thought he bowled very well to stop Marcus Stoinis from getting the victory. 4 overs, none for 52. His figures definitely a bit damaged there. Watson 4 overs, Watson was the difference. The difference was Watson as a bowler. I mean, he was the one who actually picked up the wickets. He picked up both the openers. First, he picked up Amla at the start, and then Murli Vijay that was the turning point in the game when Marcus Stoinis, when Murli Vijay wicket was picked up by Shane Watson. That was the turning point. That was a big wicket. So, and look at the bowling analysis of Shane Watson. No wonder he was the man of the match. 4 overs, no made in 22 runs and 2 wickets. Warren bowled 3 overs for 25. Iqbal Abdullah got clattered for 26 of his 3. And that was it as far as the Kings of Punjab was concerned. Royal Challengers Bangalore winning the match by just 1 run. But what a match, as I said. It was height of excitement here at the PCA Stadium here in Mohali in Chandigarh. So tomorrow the match which is coming, I'll be talking about that. I'll be definitely telling you about that, the match which is coming up tomorrow. And I'm just having a look here at my calendar here to see which is the next match which is coming up. Well, dear fans, just hang on for a moment here as I look into it. Yes, it's going to be the Rising Pune Super Giants tomorrow taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad, who are on a definite roll here, no doubt about it. The David Warner team, which is always playing with lots of confidence. So they are the Rising Pune Super Giants taking on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So that's the match coming up. Now, today, probably the IPL was very exciting, so that's the reason I took you down to that level of excitement. But as usual, you know, I talk about the cricket news. So let's get on. So yesterday, I was talking about Aaron Beard making a dream debut, taking 4 wickets. The youngster, just 18 years old. But today, it was the batting from the Essex team. They applied with 412 for 4 declared. It was built around the Tom Wesley, who probably, I mean, he was getting his 4th century in this season, and he might be well knocking on the doors of English cricket here. What a knock from Tom Wesley, 108 with 14 boundaries, and Mickleborough, the opener, was also not far behind with a knock of 109 with 17 boundaries. So they were 2 centurions, and that really, and also Sri Lanka. The Sri Lankans had a problem that the Dhammika Prasad had to really leave the field, and that is not good news because Dhammika Prasad, as you know, and that too under 10 days to go before the first test match between England and Sri Lanka starts, and that was not good news. One hopes that everything is fine because Dhammika Prasad, according to me, is a vital cog in this England lineup. We know what was the achievement that Dhammika Prasad had when last time when Sri Lanka toured England. So one is definitely aware about that, and he had already picked up 2 wickets. He picked up 2 wickets too for 78. So all in all, I thought they have done a good job. So Essex definitely doing a good job. He had 412 for 4 in reply, taking a big lead there against the Sri Lankans. And Sri Lankans in their second leg, once again, Aaron Beard was the one who provided the breakthrough with showing that his whippy pace got the better of Kaushal Silva. And Kaushal Silva was a bit slow with his reflexes, and he was adjudged LBW ball Beard for 7. Karunaratne was not around 16 at stumps, and they also lost Mendes towards the close of play when he was caught by Wesley by a beauty of a delivery from Dixon for 16 with 3 boundaries, and that was it as far as today's play was concerned. So stumps on day 2. Sri Lankans in their first tour match are trailing by 116 runs. They have 8 wickets intact, and it should be an interesting session coming up tomorrow in the match between the touring Sri Lankans and Essex. And also, before I go, I would like to just briefly tell you, you ever heard about Basil de Oliveira, the former great batsman from England once upon a time, and then and then we saw Damien de Oliveira. Didn't play a lot of cricket for England, but today there was the son of Damien de Oliveira, Brett de Oliveira, who actually scored his maiden double century for Worcestershire. So just wanted to share that. So it is the Oliveira, and we all know about the former great player from England, Basil de Oliveira. Probably I might have not even been born in those days, but Basil de Oliveira was a great player. I've learnt it from a lot of people. I've read it too. And Brett de Oliveira is the one who has actually scored a double century, a maiden double century against Worcestershire. And also there was a big record that was written yesterday in the history books, and that was done by Jonathan Barristow. Barristow and Root were the ones, Joe Root and Barristow for their team Yorkshire put on a 372 run partnership. They broke an existing record which was held by, I think it was involving Darren Lehman, if I'm not wrong. But anyways, that was something that I wanted to share. Hope you all loved this cricket broadcast of mine. There's more to come tomorrow on my next cricket broadcast. Till such time,